missing from.
Porter, seemed like you guys were able to take control pretty early and take that through the rest of the game. How'd you feel like the pace and the way you guys dictated the way the game went?
You know, we talked so much about flipping the script on the rebounding. I'm sure the guys said the same thing. Like Central Michigan had 14 offensive rebounds, we had 7, and we wanted to flip the script. We knew Mississippi Valley the other night against LSU had 17, so we were like, you need to flip the script. I thought, you know, we had 20, and we held them to 7. So I love that. I thought we had a lot of good open threes. I was clapping. We moved the ball against the zone. We spaced it. We just missed a lot of, but then we got the rebounds on it. And that's what you want to do against the zone. That's the supposed weakness of zones is rebounding. So I thought Sam Godwin, just 7 offensive rebounds. Waldo got a handful of them. So I just thought that's a great sign. We've talked about that. It's got to be, we want more possessions because we're more athletic, crashing the glass, and I thought we did that.
Go Bob and Justin.
Sounds like an obvious one, but would you emphasize that throughout the week in practice and then see it happen in the game? How encouraging is it?
It's really good. This is a group that takes coaching, and we talked about being the boxing out to in. I thought we didn't do it very well the first day. We talked about our second half defense. Even at halftime, we got on them about our second half defense has to be better. So we wrote up the number. I think it was 36 or 38. We wrote on the board, 36 field goal percentage. And we said our second half defense has got to be better than it was last week's, and they held them to 28% second half. So I love that this group hangs on what we're saying, and not just goes in 1 year out the year. They really hang on and want to get better, and we got to continue to get better at a lot of things. And but it's I like to see this. I like to see us sharing the ball. I thought we moved it, we shared it. Our bench continues to give us an uplift. We our 5. Sam had a double in 15 minutes. John comes in. John gets 9 and something. That's great production. Tega had 20. You come in with Waldo, who had double figures, and Latre. We're deeper, and it's just noticeable. And it's good to see that when you get guys that your bench get in your bench, sometimes it's almost uplifting with the energy defensively.
Justin.
Another really strong showing for Ortega. Just what are you kind of seeing as the major improvements he's made from year 1 to year 2?
Well, one, he's not pressing, and I want him to continue to. I'm going to continue to emphasize that. Let it come to you, I see him intentional, getting his eyes up on all the little shots. Sometimes he just flew it up. You saw him fall on the ground a lot. He's not. He's staying up there, getting his eyes around. He's getting some transition stuff. He got another. We call him DCO. He had another steal layup. I think he might have 2 of those. He had 2 of those the other night. He's really going. He's really getting out in transition. And I love that about him. I think he got some offensive rebounds too. I think he might have 3. He got 3 offensive rebounds, 20.6 rebounds, and 3 steals. So he's getting some stuff off his defense in transition as well.
He's one of those guys who spoke really high of in the offseason, the improvements that he has made. Just from a coach's perspective, what's it like to see a guy put in the work in the offseason and now everybody else is getting to see it to start this year?
It is. The first thing is his shot. We're totally comfortable with him shooting, and he is too. He's 2 for 2. It's not like he's trying to force it. It just came to him, and his ball handling is better. He did what you're supposed to do. Get better in the offseason, and you're older. You're another year where you're more comfortable, and he seems that way. We just got to keep him going, and really just letting it come to him.
Amazing.
Porter saw Caden Cooper in the boot. What's his situation? And is Jacob Cole 100%?
Yes. So, Caden is an ankle sprain, day by day. Jalen is a hamstring, day by day. Jacob Cole, once you put him in the game, then he's thing. It's kind of like the Luke Norweather thing. So if you know what I'm saying. So he's just, once you put him in the game, his year's done. All right, but if you don't put him in the games, then you can end up redshirting.
James?
I asked the guys this too. Your 3 bigs are so versatile, and it gives you such a different look. And you even played them 2 at a time sometimes. You got some versatility with those guys. How much is that going to help your squad?
It is, because I think Luke gives you a different thing too, because he can pick and pop.
Yeah.
We only played him a couple possessions at the 5 tonight. And it's hard because we're trying to find minutes at the 5 for him, but Sam and John were really, you know, you got two productive centers coming in, and but Luke can play. That's why we're trying to really get him in there because he can space the floor with the way he shoots. So want to continue to get him comfortable, and just he's a freshman. I mean, he's in his second college game, so want to continue to get him comfortable in there.
Go back through the room. Any additional questions for Coach? All right. Thanks,
All right,
Coach.
thank you,
Thanks,
guys.